This we discussed traversing a string in Python with the help of loops.
Let us discuss the traversing a string in Python. You already know what is the meaning of traversing is. Accessing all the elements or characters of a string one after the another using index value. But this time we are not going to display the characters using print. Here we are going to use loops, and you already know there are two types of loops: for loop and while loop. Let us first discuss what is the use of the loops. So let us start with the first one, that is for loop. If you see, you will find out there is a one program is already written, and I'm write it down: for x range 1 to 5 print x end equals to double quotes. You know what is the meaning of ranges, why we are using a range, and the number is going to start from the starting number is 1 and last number is 5. One more thing that you need to know, that when the loop is going to execute, the x will store the numbers from the numbers inside the range 1 to 5. The last number is 5. So if the output, if you're going to execute, it will display you 1 2 3 4. Where is the fifth one? You already know that the last value is going to be -1. So it will display less than 5. That means starting number is going to be 1 2 3 4 5. Now I'm going to show you practically also how the for loop is going to work. Now let us discuss the same question practically. If you're going to see in a Python IDE, I have written for x in range 1 to 5 print x and equals to double quotes. It means this and equals to double quotes means that it will print the numbers horizontally. If I am going to execute this question, it will display me the numbers 1 to 4. In the screen bottom you will see 1 2 3 4. Now if I am going to change the value, if I am going to make it 10, that means it is going to print the numbers starting from 1 up to 9 here. Now you will see that all the numbers are going to be horizontally. If you want to print the numbers vertically, then you have to erase this line, and after that if you execute it again, now the numbers are going to be print vertically downwards. So this is the way the for in range is going to be used. Let us now discuss the while loop. We are using the same program to display numbers from 1 to 4. In this case, when we are using a while loop, we have to initialize one variable with the starting value. You know that the starting value is 1, so we are going to write down x equals to 1. And next thing is that up to 4. It means to write down while x is less than 5 or while x is less than equals to 4. The meaning of both the line are same: less than 5 or less than equals to 4. Next line is same, that print x, and next is x equals to x plus 1, incrementing. Why? Because we have to print the numbers that starts from 1 to 4. It means it's increasing, so we have to plus, and that only plus 1, so we are increasing the value, so we have to use x equals to x plus 1. Let us discuss this through practical also. Now we are going to display the numbers from 1 to 4 using a while loop. There is the program, same line. I have written x equals to 1, then while x is less than equals to 4, next line is print x and equals to double quotes and x equals to x plus 1. Let us execute this program. Now again to show 1 2 3 4, the same thing as we are using in the for also. This is also going to give me the same answer, and I'm going to change it to less than 5, again it will display me the same value 1, 2, 3, 4. If I'm going to increase the value, make it 10 or something, so it's going to display me up to 9, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you don't know that if I'm going to remove this end, I'm going to display the numbers now. It's going to display me vertically. And in the same case, if you want to print the numbers in a decreasing order, now if you want to display the numbers in a decreasing order, so what you want to do, you just need to change the value. Now decreasing means that it's going to start from 10 and up to 1. When this is going to be done, then the sign is also going to change. It's going to be greater than equals to, means that 10 is greater than 1, and it is not going to be incremented, it is going to be decremented. Now when I execute this program again, it's going to display me the numbers that is starting from 10 to 1. This is called decreasing order. So this is the way the while is going to be used in both the cases, in a increasing and decreasing order. So now you know how to use both the loops, while and for loop. Now let us discuss how we are going to use the loop with strings. So let us now focus on string. So we are going to use the same welcome string, and I already put it in our boxes, and at the above 0, 1, 2, 3, these are the index value. You already know that we can extract the characters from the string by using these index values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to display all the characters one by one by using the for loop. So the line that we are going to write down first is that initialize the welcome first. So I have already written there nm equals to welcome. It means that nm is going to store welcome. Next line is that I need to extract one character at a time. That you're going to use the same for loop. Previous we have written for x in range. We will discuss the range also, but this time we are going to use for with in. So we are going to use in a combination of for. The line is for ch in nm. Nm is a string, ch is a variable, in member in we have already discussed. You can download that sheet also. And this going to read one character at a time from nm, means it going to read out the character from nm and going to store inside the ch. Next line is print ch. I'm going to display the character that is stored inside the ch. Then again the loop goes up, for again going to execute again nm. It's going to take e, then e is going to be stored inside the variable ch, and print is going to display. I already shown the output also. This is the way the output is going to be display. Here it is. This is the way that it is going to be displayed. I already written it display output vertically, one character at a time, because ch store one character at a time from the string nm. So this is the way the loop is going to work in case when we are using a for. Now let us discuss practically also. Let us understand the concept of reading characters from a string. In a screen, if you go through this, there is a variable name nm which is store welcome, and I'm using for ch in nm. In this, ch is going to read characters from a string, and next line print ch is going to display those characters. To display the string character by character, here is the program. Same variable nm store welcome, and I'm going to use for ch in nm and print ch. Going to display me the character one by one but vertically. If I'm going to execute, it's going to display me the answer welcome, and it is vertically. So if you want that horizontally, then what you have to write down, you have to put end equals to double quotes, and you write down like this, and when you execute, it will give me welcome. This is the way the ch is going to extract the character and store inside the ch. So the important part is this variable ch, because whenever the question will come to find out how many e are there, how many vowels are there, how many uppercase characters are there, so this ch is going to be used with the if condition that we'll discuss afterwards. But this is the way the loop is going to work. It is a simple loop, and basically in all the questions we are going to use these type of for loop only, because these are going to be very easy for you also to understand. So this is a concept of using for with in, and this is the way that you have to execute the program. You can write on anything. Welcome to Python. Python. If I'm going to execute this line also, it will give you the same way. It go here. Welcome to Python. It is going to display me the answer. So this is the way the for is going to be used. We are going to discuss in next also while and for with range in next program. Now let us discuss for loop with different method. In this case, we are not supposed to use in with for. We are going to use range. Now you know what is the meaning of range. Range, we passes two parameters, starting and ending. So this case we are going to use the same thing, but we are going to work on the strings. So I'm using the same welcome. You know that there are how many characters are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 are there, but the starting of the index value is from 0. Now what is the first thing? We are going to use range, or we are going to work in a while loop. The first thing is that we need to find out the length, means total length of the string. It doesn't mean that length is going to be 6 only or 7 only. It might be something else. Whatever we are going to enter, it's going to be changed according to that. So the function that we are going to use, that I already uploaded the sheet also, len, is this function used to count number of character in a string. So first thing is that we need to find out the length of a string. Now when we move to the next part, I'm going to show you the example also, where I written a whole program. Same line, that nm equals to welcome. The next line is very important, and that line what I've written, that is k equals to length of nm. It doesn't mean that you need to declare the variable k only. Any type of variable with any name you can declare, but first thing is that you need to find out the length, and the length is not going to be 6. It's always going to be 7, because when the length is going to count, it count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. It means when we execute the loop, it should execute not till the end. 1 less than n means if the value, if the counting is of 7, it should execute up to 6. Last one is going to be -1. You already know that when we write down that inside the range, so you know that where is the value is inside the k, it automatically run, but the last value is going to be deducted by -1, means k is going to be 7, so it will execute up to 6, but the starting index value is going to be 0. Now when we display, there is some changes. When we write down print, now we are not supposed to write down ch, because there is nothing that is called ch. Now we are going to use the same name of the string, that is nm, and we put 2 bracket sign, and inside that we pass the x. This x is going to be store the value 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, and when we write down nm of x, means 2 bracket x, it's going to display the value inside the value of x, means first time the value of x is going to be 0. So in 0 it is w. So w is going to be displayed by the print. Next time the value of x is going to be incremented by value 1. So that means 1 is e. So e is going to be displayed, then l, then c, then o, then m, then e. Like this it is going to be. The output is given. Like this the output is going to be displayed. Now let us understand the concept practically also. Now let us discuss the string display using for loop with range. Now again I have written the same way, nm equals to welcome. Same thing, k equals to length of nm. len is the name of the function. Now k is stored the value, that is 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and here is the k, that means -1 automatically, and the index value starts from by default 0, so I put 0. That means this x is going to store 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, and when I write down this line x as a variable that going to use for index, the print nm is the string, nm of x is going to give me first time 0 index value, then 1, then 2, then 3, that it's going to display the value according to the index value, to jump according to the index value. First time in a 0, that is w, then e, then l, c, o, m, e. Let us execute this. When I execute, it's going to show me welcome. Now welcome is coming vertically. It is going to display me vertically. You know how to put that thing in a horizontally. End is going to be written, and when I write down like this and again I execute this, it's going to give me horizontal answer. Now welcome is going to be displayed. This is the way, the method that it is going to display me the welcome. I can change that also. If I want to display it reverse order, then I can change that also. I'm going to start from the 0 is going to be the last number, and k is going to be 0, and I put -1, so it's going to display me in a reverse order also. That we're going to discuss afterward also, that how you're going to display in a reverse order the string is going to be displayed. So that we will discuss afterwards. Now let us discuss the use of while loop. Now the concept is same, but there are little bit changes in comparison to for loop and while loop. Why I'm saying the same? Because in this case also, first we have to find out the length of a string, then same x is going to be used, that going to give us the index value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it is going incrementation. The first thing in a case is going to be the length. Again I have written here len, that is going to be used to count number of characters in a string. The first line is nm equals to welcome. I already written the boxes also, you can see that. Next line is to find out the length of a string. So I'm using the variable k, that is going to store the nm string, which is store the welcome. So it might be going to be the 7 is going to be the length of a string. Then we need one variable, because in while you need to initialize also. So x is going to be initialized with 0. If you compare it with the for x in range also, we have initialized that range starting value with 0 and comma k. So in this case also we are using the same, but case is going to be different, that while x is less than k. Less than k means if it is 7, it works up to 6. Same line, print nm of x, and next line is incrementing, because you know that x is less than k, so it is going to increment the value. So that is x equals to x plus 1. When we execute this, it's going to give us the same way. The answer is going to be that welcome in a vertical. Why? Because end is not written, so it goes vertically. So this is the same concept that we are using in case of for and in case of while. Let us show this program in a practical also. Here is the program, and nm equals to welcome, k equals to length of nm, x is a starting index value 0, and while x is less than k, print nm of x, and x equals to x plus 1. Now when I execute this program, it's going to display me the same output as when we are working a for with the range. The welcome is going to be displayed. Now if you need to display that horizontally, then you're going to write down and equals to, and when you execute, it's going to display us the value in a horizontal way. Now if it's same thing is going to be execute, if you want to execute it again, but you want in a reverse order, you know that if you want to move it reverse, then you have to start with the last value. You know that the first value is inside the k, and x is holding the value that is 0. So what you have to do, you need to change that. You change the value of x to k minus 1, exact index value, and change it. Change the operator, that is erase it, write down greater than equals to 0, and change that sign from plus to minus. Now it is in a decreasing order. You know that k is 7, minus 1 is 6, so starting from 6 up to 0, and minus 1 is going to decrease. When I execute, it is now in a reverse. Most of the time these types of questions are also come in a paper. So when I execute, it will in a reverse order. Here is the answer. So very simple method of display the string in a reverse order. Why I show this practically? Because this program of reverse can be used for checking the number as a palindrome or not. So we will discuss a palindrome afterwards, that what is the use of the palindrome, but this is a reverse order of a string. So now you know how to use for loop and while loop, and how to use with the string also. So let us discuss another program, and in this program we're going to discuss about how to display the same string in a reverse order. We have already discussed, I've already shown you on a practical also how to change that while loop to display the string in a reverse order, but we will discuss this again and in a stepwise. So first I'm going to show you the simple method that when I write down nm equals to welcome, it will store in this way, as is shown on the diagram also. The w is at the 0 index value, then the 1, then 2. This is very important: 1, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And the next part is when we are working in the for loop using range, question and while, you need to first find the length of the string. Very important part. How you going to find out the length of the string? len bracket nm, store the value inside the variable k. It's going to store the length, and when we count that length, it is going to be 7. But you should know that the index value always start with the 0. The last number is not going to be 7, it's going to be 6. Minus 1 is going to be less than the total value. Now let us discuss that with the help of the first is for loop to display the string in a reverse order. This is the way the string is going to be displayed. The last character is going to be the first one, so you have to display it like this. Last character is A and the index value is going to be 6. So one thing that you need to understand, that the length when counted is going to be 7. Every time when you go to display in a reverse order, you need to minus 1 from the total length. Then only the exact value you are going to get. But it doesn't mean that every time the length of a string is going to be 6 only. I have taken one more example. If the variable nm store welcome Python, now if you count, it is not going to be 6. The length is going to be different. When you count it, the total is going to be about 14. That means the last character is 13. When it is start display, then n is going to be the first one. So n position is not a 6th position. So this problem is going to be solved by the function that we are using, len. That is a length function. It will count the number of characters in the string. But we need to remember one thing, that the length, total length is going to be deducted by minus 1. Then only we will get the last position of a string. So next step after that is that we going to use for or while loop. So we have to start with the last character to the 0 index value. So line, when we are working in a for loop, then we have to write down for x in range. X is a variable that is going to store the value that provided by the range, and range starting number is k minus 1. K is the length, and what is the length of the welcome is 7. 7 is the value, but k is going to give 6. Why? Because k minus 1 means total length minus 1. And next part is comma minus 1. What is the meaning of this minus 1? Up to minus 1, you know that why I am using minus 1. It means it run up to 0 only. When we put minus 1, then only it will work up to 0. If I put 0, then it works up to 1. Automatically minus 1. And what is the third one? Third one by default is going to be incremented. We are working in a decremented order, means from the highest value to lowest, so decreasing order. So we have to put minus 1. That means to provide the for loop information that you have to decrease the numbers. So when the minus 1 is going to be there, then the 6, then 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, then 0. This is the way. And if you want to see the full program, here is the full program in which I am using the while also. I have shown all the method that how can you display the value. First one and the second one are the same. Only the difference is that I am using length k equals to length len of nm, and here I written k equals to len of nm minus 1. When I use ln of nm, it means the total length, that is 7. And when I start the range, I put k equals to k minus 1. But in this case, I have already deducted minus 1. So I directly put k. That means 6th position. Here I put 7 minus 1. That means 6th position. Minus 1 is going to be the same. Nm of x is same. In the case of while also I am written the same way. Nm welcome. K equals to length of nm minus 1. That means starting 6. Then I put that value initialize inside the x. Now x is holding the value, that is 6. So I put x greater than equals to 0, nm of x, and x equals to x minus 1 in a decreasing order. Let us understand the concept practically. Now here is the program, and what I have written, that is nm equals to welcome, k equals to length of nm, for x in range k minus 1 comma minus 1 comma minus 1, print nm. Now let us execute. When I execute this, it will display me same. The answer is going to be the same. Now you're going to say that why we put minus 1, we put the 0. Now let us see the answer again. When I put the 0, it's not going to display me w. Here the w is missing. That means we have to put minus 1, then only it will give us the correct answer. But this is the way the for with the range is going to be working. So this is the method when we are working in the range question with the for loop. Let us discuss the while now. Here is the program of the while loop. We have already discussed same line. Nm equals to welcome, k equals to length of nm, x equals to k minus 1, x is greater than equals to 0, nm of x, and x equals to x minus 1. When we execute the program, again it will display me the same answer. It's going to display us, if you're going to see that like this. If again I'm going to change that to less than only, not put less than equals to, the last character is not going to be display, that is going to be w is not going to be display. This is the way the while loop is going to. Nm equals to welcome. Welcome is a string. Now we place all the characters in a string to a separate block to understand the concept easily, and each character inside the block can access with the help of index value. Next line is k equals to len bracket nm minus 1. Len is used for length of a string. Nm store welcome. The total size of nm is 7, but if you go through the line, I've written k equals to len nm minus 1. It means the size is 7, but it will execute up to 6. Why? Because index starts from 0. So if it starts from 0, so it goes the last value minus 1 automatically. Next is x equals to k, means that I store the value of k, and the value of k is 6. And in the for loop, range bracket k comma minus 1 comma minus 1 means that k value is 6 assigned to the variable x. In both for loop, x starts from 6 and while loop starts from k, that is 6 up to minus 1 means 0, and x equals to x minus 1 or minus 1 of for loop means decrement of value from 6 to 0. Now next is print nm of x. Nm of x reads single character from a string. X denote index value, so nm of x first time 6, then 5, then 4, then 3, 2, then 1, 0. Now let us discuss the one question, and in this question I'm using the same welcome string as is shown, and I need the output like this. It is given in the left side. This is the output I needed. Means this string is going to be printed like this. So if you go through the hint, you need to know that the length of the welcome is 7 and the index value is 6, and the starting index value is going to be 0. If you count the number of characters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and if you count the program, you will find out there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Means there is 7 rows are there. Let us again, I'm going to explain this with the help of the diagram. And here is the diagram. I put everything in a diagram so that you're going to understand it. One of the important thing that is needed. First, you need to convert that to a blocks. Like this I have shown. I have written one side there is a rows. Here I have written columns and X, and there is Y. So what is X and Y? First we need to know which one is the outer loop and which one is the inner loop. If you go through the previous loop questions, you've done left triangle, right triangle, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It is the same concept. I'm using for outer loop I'm using X, and for the inner loop I'm using Y. X is going to create rows. First row, second row, third row, 4, 5, 6, like this. And the columns inside each row is going to be created by the Y. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you need to learn the concept. First thing you need to find out where are W is going to be printed. You're going to see that W is on each row. W is at the left side, means first character is W in each row. It means the W has been sitting in the index value, that is 0. If you go through the block, you will find out it's sitting at the 0. That means the loop, every time the column is going to be created and the text that is going to be printed W is going to starting with the value that is 0. I have already put it here. So you need to understand that also. Second thing, I put something in the red boxes, ELCO. Now you need to just find out one thing, that is if the row number is 0, the column is 0, means one column. If the row is 1, the column are 2, that means 0 and 1. This is 0 block, this is a 1 block. When the row is 2, the block is 0, 1 and 2. This is your 2. So this column, whole column is of 2. When the row is 3, the columns are 1, 2, 3 and 4. That means 0, 1, 2 and 3. When the row is 4, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. It means the inner loop is totally dependent on outer loop. That means when we start our coding, now we move to the coding. First thing we need to find out the length. Here is the coding. I declare nm, welcome, then k equals to length of nm. Then I started outer loop of x, range that starts from first character, that is W, to k, the last one, that is E. And inner loop is going to start with using the variable name y, that is start from the 0, means we need every time we need the left side, that is W, like this, W, W, and it should jump up to x. That means if the value of x is 6, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the line, that is x plus 1. It run up to x plus 1. And inside I write down print nm of y. Why I am using y? Because y will give me the value every time 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when each line is being printed, the cursor should move to the next line. For the moving to the next line, you already know that print is going to be used. So this is the way the method is going to work. Let us now discuss that practically also. So I'm going to show you practically. Here is the program, and in this program I already written everything. When I'm going to execute this program, it's going to give me the same output that we have already seen. Look, here is the output. It's going to show us the same output. Now let us get back. Now if you're going to understand the concept, this program, then you can see the full program that it has been written in both the cases, in for loop also and in a while loop also. So it is on you, that it is your choice, you want to go for a while loop or you want to go for a for loop. The concept is same, only the thing is that you have to initialize the variable before the while loop every time. Y is going to be initialized like this, then y is less than equals to x, same line, that y 0 and x plus 1, y 0 and y less than equals to x. That's going to give you the same value, and nm of y is going to be the same thing, and you know that the work is horizontally. So this is the concept of how to solve this question, and there are 2 practice questions are there, 2-3 questions that you have to print like this, and the blocks are also been made, the diagram, so that you will understand the concept also, okay, how you're going to use this. Okay.